So I got more collagen and...
That's Dolly Parton. That's what Ozzy Osbourne fears more than anything else.
From the smoky streets of Birmingham to world rock stages, Ozzy Osbourne became the Prince of Darkness.
But that's how it goes. Millions of people living as fools.
He bit the head off a bat, battled addiction, and changed rock forever. Chaos, music, and legend. His story is larger than life. He fell, he fought, he rose, and this is the unstoppable journey of Ozzy Osbourne.
What are you doing? Does that feel good?
Not really.
John Michael Ozzy Osbourne was born on 3 December 1948 in Aston, Birmingham, England. His family was poor, living in a small 2-bedroom home. Life was tough. Money was always short. His father, John Thomas Osbourne, worked night shifts in a car factory, while his mother, Lillian Osbourne, did part-time jobs. Ozzy was the fourth of 6 children. The house was crowded and chaotic, shaping his funny, humble, and rebellious personality.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just like that. No, not the front. Not the front, just the back.
Ozzy struggled with dyslexia. School was hard, and he was often bullied. But he had imagination and a voice that would one day shake the world. Music became his escape. The Beatles inspired him, and he knew he wanted to be a musician. Ozzy left school at 15. He worked small jobs, plumber's apprentice, car horn tuner, slaughterhouse worker, construction laborer, but none satisfied him. He even got into petty crimes and spent time in prison. Despite hardships, Ozzy kept dreaming. A cheap microphone, borrowed from his father, marked the first step toward becoming a global legend. In the mid-1960s, Ozzy joined a band with Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. They first called themselves Earth, then changed to Black Sabbath. Inspired by horror films, their music was heavy, dark, and new. Ozzy's haunting voice gave the band its identity. In 1970, their debut album Black Sabbath shocked the world. Heavy, raw, dark, it was the birth of heavy metal. Paranoid followed, with hits like Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs. Black Sabbath's fame skyrocketed. Ozzy went from a poor boy in Birmingham to an international star. Concerts were packed, records sold millions, but fame brought drugs, alcohol, and chaos. By 1979, tensions and addictions led to his firing. Many thought his career was over, but for Ozzy, it was just the beginning. With the support of Sharon Arden, Ozzy launched a solo career. In 1980, he released Blizzard of Oz. Hits like Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley shocked fans. Diary of a Madman, 1981, cemented his fame. Tragedy struck in 1982 when guitarist Randy Rhoads died in a plane crash. Ozzy was devastated, but carried on, honoring Randy's memory through music. Through the 80s and 90s, albums like Bark at the Moon, No Rest for the Wicked, and No More Tears made him a global icon. His wild stage persona earned him the title Prince of Darkness. Yet behind the chaos, fans saw a man who truly loved music. Ozzy Osbourne's personal life has been just as dramatic as his career. In the late 1970s, during his lowest days after leaving Black Sabbath, he met Sharon Arden, the daughter of music manager Don Arden. Sharon believed in Ozzy when almost nobody else did. In 1982, Ozzy and Sharon got married. Sharon stood by Ozzy through his darkest struggles, and in return, Ozzy often described her as his rock, the person who saved his life. Together, they had 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Ozzy Osbourne. Later, the world got an inside look at their chaotic but loving family life through the reality TV show The Osbournes, which aired in the early 2000s. The show became a massive hit and introduced Ozzy to a whole new generation of fans. Viewers saw not just the Prince of Darkness, but also a caring father and a man with a surprisingly soft and funny side. Before Sharon, Ozzy was married once before, to Thelma Riley in 1971. They had 2 children together, Jessica and Lewis, and Ozzy also adopted Thelma's son, Elliot. But due to Ozzy's early struggles with fame, addiction, and instability, the marriage ended in divorce. Ozzy battled drugs and alcohol for decades. Wild stunts, shocking headlines, arrests. His life seemed out of control. He admitted to using substances to escape inner pain. He survived numerous accidents and tragedies. In 2003, a quad bike crash almost killed him. In 2019, a fall left him in constant pain. In 2020, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Despite all this, Ozzy continued to record and perform. His honesty and resilience inspired millions, showing that even legends are human. Ozzy's influence is massive. Black Sabbath shaped heavy metal. His solo hits like Blizzard of Oz and No More Tears are timeless. Songs like Crazy Train, Iron Man, and War Pigs defined generations. He won Grammy Awards, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and received the Global Icon Award. His reality show made him a household name beyond music. Fans and artists alike recognize Ozzy as a true icon whose legacy will last forever. By the year 2025, Ozzy Osbourne's estimated net worth stood around $220 million. This fortune was built not only from his decades of music, both with Black Sabbath and as a solo artist, but from live tours, merchandise, and television projects. The reality show The Osbournes brought him and his family a massive new income stream, while his continued influence in music kept his royalties flowing strong. Ozzy's success allowed him to enjoy a lifestyle far from the poverty of his Birmingham childhood. Over the years, he owned several luxurious homes. Most famously, he and Sharon lived in a mansion in Los Angeles, California, which was often seen on the Osbournes' TV show. They also owned estates in England, staying connected to Ozzy's roots. These homes were not just symbols of wealth, but also places where Ozzy found peace with his family. When it came to cars, Ozzy always had a taste for style and power. He was known to own vehicles like Bentleys, Ferraris, and Range Rovers, though he often admitted that his health struggles and past accidents made him cautious about driving in later years. Despite that, his collection represented the rewards of a life spent at the top of rock music. In his later years, Ozzy slowed down, but his passion for music never left him. Even after revealing his Parkinson's disease diagnosis in 2020, he continued to record and release new music. His fans admired his honesty, courage, and refusal to give up, even when his body grew weaker. Ozzy often said that performing gave him strength, and whenever he stepped on stage, the world could still see the fire inside him. He was living proof that rock and roll was not just music. It was a spirit that never dies. On August 23, 2025, at the age of 76, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. His death marked the end of an era, leaving millions of fans heartbroken. Tributes poured in from around the world, from fellow musicians, celebrities, and generations of fans who grew up with his voice. It was not just the loss of a singer, but the farewell of a cultural icon who had shaped the very sound of heavy metal. Yet his story is not one of tragedy, it is one of triumph. A boy who grew up poor in Birmingham, struggled with dyslexia, addiction, and endless health problems, still rose to become one of the most powerful voices in music history. He was a husband, a father, a survivor, and above all, the Prince of Darkness who lit up the world with his music. Today, his songs still echo across stadiums, radios, and headphones, carrying his spirit forward. His legacy lives in every heavy guitar riff, in every rebellious heart, and in every fan who dares to dream bigger than their circumstances. Ozzy Osbourne may be gone, but his legend will never die.